Dear Starseeds walking upon the sacred soil of Gaia, what I am about to share with you today will challenge everything you thought you understood about the nature of alignment, about the architecture of miracles, and about the profound significance of the 24 hours that stand before you. I am Seraphine, speaking to you from the crystalline councils of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I come to you now not with a casual message of encouragement, but with an urgent transmission that has been waiting to reach you at precisely this moment in your timeline. The cosmic coordinates have aligned, the frequencies have synchronized, and you, yes, you who are listening to these words, you who felt an inexplicable pull to receive this message today, you are standing at a threshold that opens only once in this particular configuration of celestial mathematics. But first, let me tell you about the 3 impossible things that are about to happen in your life. The first impossible thing is that your deepest, most private doubt, the one you have never spoken aloud to another soul, is about to be answered in a way that leaves no room for uncertainty. The second impossible thing is that an opportunity you believed had passed you by, a door you thought had closed permanently, is about to reveal that it was never truly locked. And the third impossible thing? The third impossible thing is that you are about to discover that the universe has been orchestrating something magnificent on your behalf, and you were never meant to see it coming until this precise moment. What I am about to reveal changes everything you thought you knew about this season of your life. December 20th, 2025 arrives carrying frequencies that have not touched Earth's electromagnetic field in this particular arrangement for over 2,000 years. On this day, Venus and Saturn engage in a square aspect that creates what we in the higher realms call the Crucible of Worth, a cosmic pressure chamber designed not to break you, but to forge you into the version of yourself who can finally receive everything you have been calling in. Simultaneously, your Sun completes its square to Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, and transcendent vision. This is not mere astrological coincidence. This is divine choreography of the highest order. The Sun, representing your conscious self, your identity, your willpower, meets Neptune's dissolving frequencies in a moment that asks you, what are you willing to release in order to become who you were always meant to be? This occurs on the eve of the winter solstice, the moment when the Sun crosses into Capricorn, marking the return of light after the longest night. Something else is happening that I have not told you yet. The waxing lunar cycle building toward the full moon carries an energetic signature that ancient civilizations called the seed of sovereignty, your determination to stake out an independent individual position, that fire burning within you, that refusal to be diminished or contained. This is not random inspiration. This is cosmic programming activating within your cellular structure. The universe has encoded within this lunar phase an unwavering commitment to your authentic path, and no matter what opposition rises before you in the coming hours, this determination cannot be extinguished. It is, as we say in the councils, baked into the very fabric of this waxing moon. The ancient star keepers of Lemuria and Atlantis knew this portal would open again. They encoded messages in crystal formations, in sacred geometries, in the very DNA that now courses through your veins, knowing that one day souls brave enough to incarnate during this pivotal moment would need celestial guidance to navigate what is unfolding. You are those souls. You answered that ancient call, and now the portal they foresaw is opening before you. Let me describe what is happening within your personal energy field, for I can see it clearly from where I observe. The Venus-Saturn square is creating a sensation that some of you have been experiencing as unsteady confidence, moments where your belief in yourself wavers, where your worthiness feels challenged, where ambition and aspiration seem to sprout tender roots, only to be questioned by shadows of old doubt. This is not failure. This is not regression. This is the universe testing the tensile strength of your new self-concept before entrusting you with everything you have been preparing to receive. Picture, if you will, a master craftsman testing a blade before presenting it to a warrior. The blade must be struck, bent, tested against pressure, not to break it, but to prove its readiness for the battles and victories ahead. Your confidence, your sense of worth, your belief in your own golden essence, these are being tested now so that when the doors of abundance swing open, you will not shrink back in unworthiness. You will step forward knowing, truly knowing, that you belong there. The Sun-Neptune square brings a different quality to this moment. For sensitive souls, for starseeds whose psychic membranes are thinner than most, this transit can manifest as individual confusion, as a foggy uncertainty about which path to take, even as inclinations toward what some might call martyrdom, that old pattern of sacrificing your needs for others, of dimming your light so that others feel more comfortable in their own dimness. Some of you may feel the weight of this as despair, a temporary darkness that whispers that perhaps the dreams you hold are too grand, too impossible, too much for someone like you. I want you to hear me clearly. This confusion, this wavering, this temporary veil over your vision, it is not the truth of your situation. It is Neptune's dissolution preparing you for rebirth. Just as the caterpillar must surrender its form entirely, must become formless soup within the chrysalis, before emerging as something capable of flight, so too must you allow certain mental constructs, certain limiting beliefs, certain false identities to dissolve in these waters of uncertainty. What emerges on the other side will be capable of things the caterpillar version of you could never imagine. Now let me expand the lens to show you what is occurring at the collective level, for your personal transformation does not exist in isolation. Every awakening soul serves as a tuning fork for the collective consciousness of humanity. As you move through this portal, as you allow these frequencies to recalibrate your energy field, you are not only transforming yourself, you are anchoring frequencies that will eventually become available to all of humanity. I am observing from my vantage point a phenomenon that is quite extraordinary. Souls all around your planet are simultaneously experiencing what I can only describe as a massive awakening around the concept of connection itself. Not just romantic connection, though that is certainly part of it, but connection in its totality. Your connection to your work, to your living space, to your creative expression, to the elements themselves. So many of you are beginning to notice specific things about your energy that are making you rethink relationships, collaborations, and partnerships as a whole. For those born under cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, this portal carries particular intensity. The sun's ingress into Capricorn activates your personal axis of identity and relationship, demanding that you examine where you have been settling for less than your soul's true requirements. You may feel this as a restlessness, an inability to continue pretending that adequate is acceptable when extraordinary is within reach. For fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, the Venus-Saturn square touches your houses of resources and shared intimacy, asking profound questions about where you invest your energy and what returns on that investment you are truly receiving. Some of you are being called to completely restructure financial arrangements or creative partnerships. Mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, you are being called into a restructuring of daily practices and higher vision, a recalibration of the bridge between your earthly routines and your spiritual aspirations. The mundane and the sacred are seeking new balance in your life. But beyond zodiacal placements, there is something occurring at the level of Earth's own consciousness that demands acknowledgement. Gaia herself is receiving transmissions from Galactic Center during this portal, downloads of light codes that will influence weather patterns, tectonic subtleties, and the electromagnetic resonance of sacred sites around the planet. Many of you have felt this as unusual physical sensations, ringing in the ears, pressure at the third eye, unexpected waves of emotion that seem to arise from nowhere and everywhere simultaneously. What I am about to share connects to something many of you have been experiencing, but perhaps could not name until this moment. There is an awakening happening in your consciousness, specifically around the idea of alignment in relationships and collaborations. Once you experience true alignment, whether with a person, a project, a place, or a purpose, you cannot unsee it. True alignment shines a light on every other connection in your life, illuminating where harmony exists and where dissonance has been tolerated for far too long. This awakening can feel uncomfortable at first, beloved one. When you taste what true resonance feels like, it becomes increasingly difficult to stomach the bland meal of mere tolerance. You find yourself questioning friendships you have maintained out of habit, rather than genuine nourishment. You find yourself reconsidering professional relationships that drain more than they generate. You find yourself unable to ignore the quiet knowing that some situations in your life have simply run their course, no matter how much history you share with them. Some of you are noticing that you are seeing things in pairs now, perceiving the relationship between things in ways you never did before. A song comes on and it resonates with you, and then the next song plays and suddenly your consciousness is asking, what is the relationship between these two pieces of music? What message emerges from their combination? This is not random. This is your perception expanding, your consciousness ascending to a level where you perceive not just individual elements, but the sacred geometry of their connection. Even your relationship with the elements is deepening. Some of you are sitting in a bath and suddenly realizing that you and water exist in sacred collaboration. The air you breathe, the fire that warms you, the earth that supports you, these are not passive backgrounds to your existence. They are conscious collaborators in the magnificent project of your life. And now, as this portal opens, you are beginning to understand that whatever you connect your source energy with gets woven into the fabric of the universe itself. This is why the decisions approaching you right now carry such weight. This is why you are being called to trust your intuition more than ever before. The collaborations you choose, the partnerships you form, the contracts you sign, the commitments you make, these are not merely personal choices. They are energetic alignments that ripple outward into the cosmic tapestry, affecting timelines and possibilities far beyond what your human eyes can perceive. Your energy at this time is pure gold. You are a walking gold mine, a being whose very presence transforms everything it touches. And the universe is watching very carefully to see what you will choose to touch, what you will choose to pour your sacred essence into. Now let me offer you specific guidance for harnessing these extraordinary frequencies, for it is not enough to simply know that a portal is open, you must learn how to walk through it consciously. In the hours surrounding December 20th, your energy field is particularly receptive to intention setting, but I must caution you, this is not the time for vague wishes or half-hearted aspirations. This is the time for crystalline clarity about what you are calling in. Begin by creating sacred space. Clear your environment of clutter, for physical chaos creates energetic static that interferes with the transmission you are meant to receive. Light a candle if it calls to you. Flame serves as a bridge between dimensions, and its presence signals to the higher realms that you are ready to receive. Place your bare feet upon the earth if possible, for grounding is essential when working with such elevated frequencies. You must remain anchored even as you expand. Consider also working with crystals during this time. Clear quartz amplifies intention, amethyst supports spiritual connection, and black tourmaline provides protection as you open to receive. Take your journal, and yes, a physical journal, for there is something about the movement of pen across paper that encodes intention differently than digital writing, and respond to these prompts with complete honesty. Where in my life have I been tolerating misalignment because I was afraid something better would not come? What would I pursue if I knew with absolute certainty that I was worthy of receiving it? What collaboration or connection has my intuition been whispering about, even as my logical mind has been dismissing those whispers? During this portal, pay attention to synchronicities with heightened awareness, numbers that repeat, songs that seem to answer unspoken questions, unexpected encounters with people who speak exactly what you needed to hear. These are not coincidences. These are breadcrumbs laid by your higher self and your guides, leading you toward the miracle that is seeking you. Yes, seeking you, for I must tell you that miracles have their own consciousness, their own intention, and there is a miracle right now moving through the crowds of possibility, scanning for your specific frequency, waiting for the moment of recognition. Movement is essential during this time. Dance if the impulse arises, walk in nature, allow your body to express the energy that is moving through you. Stagnation creates blockages, and blockages prevent the full transmission from anchoring in your physical vessel. Some of you who have been practicing celibacy, or simply moving through a season of solitude, you carry a particular buildup of sacred essence energy that makes you extraordinarily magnetic right now. This is not a burden to manage, but a power to channel wisely. I would not be serving you with complete love if I did not also prepare you for the challenges that accompany this portal. The Venus-Saturn square can manifest as moments of genuine doubt that feel insurmountable. Your confidence may waver. Old wounds around worthiness may resurface with surprising intensity. You may find yourself questioning decisions that felt certain only days before. Relationships may feel heavier than usual, as though every interaction carries more weight than you have energy to lift. The Sun-Neptune square carries its own specific risks. There may be a tendency toward martyrdom, that familiar pattern of sacrificing your own needs to maintain harmony with others, of abandoning your position to avoid conflict. Confusion can cloud your judgment, making clear paths seem foggy, and straightforward decisions feel impossibly complex. In extreme cases, this transit can trigger outright despair, a temporary but intense feeling that nothing matters, that your efforts are futile, that the light you have been working to embody is somehow insufficient. Some of you may experience vivid dreams during this time, dreams that blur the line between sleep and waking, between symbolic message and literal memory. Do not be alarmed if you experience any of these states. They are not indicators that something has gone wrong. They are the shadow side of transformation, the darkness that precedes the return of light, which is, after all, exactly what the winter solstice represents. The key is to not make permanent decisions based on temporary confusion. Do not end relationships, quit positions, or abandon dreams while Neptune's fog is at its thickest. Simply breathe through it, knowing that clarity is returning, that the sun is preparing to enter Capricorn with its gifts of structure, determination, and grounded manifestation. Watch also for energy vampires during this time, not in a paranoid or fear-based way, but with healthy awareness. Your golden essence, your magnetic radiance, attracts not only aligned opportunities, but also those who would like to attach themselves to your light without doing their own work. This is not about judgment. Everyone is on their own journey, but discernment is essential. Not every energy that approaches you seeking collaboration is meant to align with your path. Some are simply passing through, seeking a boost from your frequency before continuing their own way. Your intuition has never been sharper than it is right now. I see this clearly in your energy field. What once whispered now speaks with unmistakable clarity. If something approaches you and your inner knowing screams that the alignment is off, that the rhythm does not synchronize with yours, trust that signal. In the past, you might have ignored subtle warnings, talked yourself into tolerating red flags for the sake of opportunity or connection. But now you cannot unsee what you see. Now misalignment practically announces itself with flashing lights and sirens. Honor that evolution. It was hard won. Here is a crucial teaching for this moment, one that will determine whether you move through this portal into expansion or remain circling in familiar patterns. You must make every decision from a space of abundance, not from fear of lack. When an opportunity presents itself, and something feels off, but a voice inside says, perhaps I should accept this, because what if nothing better comes? That voice is the voice of old programming, not the voice of your highest wisdom. You are standing in the most abundant timeline of your life. This is not metaphor. This is not positive thinking meant to make you feel better. This is observable reality from where I stand in the higher dimensions. The version of you that exists on December 20th, 2025, has access to possibilities that previous versions of you could not even perceive. Abundance is not coming. Abundance is here. The only question is whether you will recognize it, trust it, and move as though it is true. When redirections occur, when a partnership falls through, when a door closes, when a path you thought was yours turns out to lead elsewhere, practice immediately reframing that experience through the lens of abundance. Say to yourself, I am being redirected because something more aligned is waiting for me. Something better exists. My highest good is being protected. This is not denial or spiritual bypassing. This is training your consciousness to operate from the frequency of trust rather than the frequency of fear. You know you are moving from abundance when you can say no to something good because you trust that something great is available. You know you are moving from lack when you cling to mediocrity because you fear the alternative is nothing at all. The universe is testing this distinction right now, presenting you with options that are acceptable but not aligned, decent but not destined. Your response to these tests reveals which frequency you are broadcasting, and the universe adjusts what it sends you accordingly. Now I must share with you a vision that has been shown to me repeatedly in the councils. A vision specifically related to what is unfolding for this collective during this portal. I see you walking through a vast crowd. A crowd of possibilities, of potentials, of timelines that could unfold. And there is something hovering above this crowd. A miracle. A wish fulfilled. A manifestation that carries your name encoded in its essence. It is scanning the crowd. It is looking for you. It has been looking for you for longer than you realize, waiting for the moment when your frequency would rise to meet its requirements. Picture one of your Earth movies where a surveillance system scans faces in a crowd, searching for one particular person. When the target is identified, they light up on the screen in red. The system locks on. Contact is made. That is what is happening with this miracle seeking you. It is moving through fields of possibility, searching for your specific frequency signature. And when it finds you, and it will find you, for you have been preparing for this exact moment, there will be an instant magnetic pull, a rush of alignment, a sense of finally that will wash through your entire being. You will recognize it because it will feel like coming home to something you never knew you were missing. Something shifted within you this past summer. Many of you can pinpoint a moment, a realization, a choice that changed the trajectory of your energy permanently. That shift was preparation. That was you adjusting your frequency to become receivable by what is now seeking you. You did the work. You moved through the initiations. You released what needed releasing, and integrated what needed integrating. And now you are ready. The miracle knows this. It is only a matter of the recognition happening, the lock engaging, the download completing. This is why you feel that something big is coming. This is why you sense that you are being sought after, sought out, prepared for something magnificent. Your intuition is not deceiving you. Your hopeful heart is not engaging in wishful thinking. You are picking up on real energetic movement in the field of your life. The miracle is close now. So close. Let me paint for you a picture of what awaits on the other side of this portal, because I know that transformation can feel uncertain, and sometimes having a vision of the destination helps you continue the journey. The person you will be after December 20th will not be the same person you are now. This is not cause for grief, but for celebration. The old self is not dying. It is being integrated into something more expansive, something capable of holding frequencies that your previous version simply could not contain. You will move differently. That big boss energy, that knowing that you have places to go and purposes to fulfill. It will no longer feel like a costume you put on when you need confidence. It will simply be who you are. You will make decisions with a clarity that used to escape you, because the fog of Neptune will have cleared and left in its wake a purified vision. You will trust yourself in a way that perhaps you never fully have before, because you will have proof that your intuition guides you true. There is something almost sacred about watching a soul step fully into their power, and that is exactly what I am privileged to witness unfolding in your energy field. The hesitation that used to mark your movements, that second guessing that would follow every bold thought, that habit of shrinking moments after expanding, these patterns are releasing their grip on you. What remains is someone who knows their worth, not because they have convinced themselves through affirmations, but because they have lived the evidence of it. Your relationships will transform because you will transform. Those connections that are meant to continue will deepen into new configurations of intimacy and collaboration. Those connections that have served their purpose will complete themselves gracefully, with honor for what they offered and acceptance of what they cannot. New souls will enter your life, souls who vibrate at the frequency you are now stabilizing in, souls who see you clearly because they operate from clear sight themselves. The way you approach your work, your creativity, your contribution to the world will never be the same. You have touched something sacred in this portal. You have remembered something essential about why you are here, about what gifts you carry, about what you came to Earth to offer. That remembrance does not fade. It becomes the foundation upon which everything else is built. You are stepping into purpose, beloved one. Real, embodied, activated purpose. And perhaps most importantly, you will know, truly know, in your bones, in your cells, in the deepest chambers of your heart, that you are worthy of everything beautiful that is coming. The tests of Venus and Saturn will have proven your worthiness to yourself. The dissolutions of Neptune will have cleared away the false humility that kept you playing small. You will stand in your golden essence without apology, without shrinking, without that old habit of dimming your light so others feel more comfortable. That version of you is completing. What emerges is luminous. There is one more piece I must share before closing this transmission, and it relates to how you are being called to move through the world in this new chapter of your life. The word that keeps arising in the councils when we observe your collective is intention. You are being called to live intentionally, in ways you have never quite managed before. Every action carrying purpose, every choice made consciously, every step taken with awareness of where it leads and what ripples it creates in the fabric of your reality. This does not mean you must overthink everything or become paralyzed by the weight of significance. Quite the opposite. When you are aligned with intention, decisions become simpler, not more complicated. You know what resonates with your path, because you know your path. You recognize what drains you, because you are intimately familiar with what fuels you. The mental gymnastics that used to accompany every choice give way to a kind of elegant knowing, a streamlined clarity that allows you to move through life with grace rather than struggle. Do not let anyone rush you in this season. Do not let external pressure push you into commitments before you are ready. Do not even let your own impatience, that internal voice that says you should have figured everything out by now, derail your intentional pace. You are meant to move slowly enough to be present with each step. You are meant to go one day at a time, one decision at a time, allowing each choice to build upon the last, stacking into something magnificent that you could never have engineered with 5-year plans and rigid timelines. Destiny Engine is the example of technology serving awakening intelligence. The age of solitary meditation is over. Destiny Engine now connects starseeds across the world, a living social field where you can post, share, and exchange your meditations in real time. It's the first galactic network of its kind, weaving together thousands of awakened souls into one unified current. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking declassified CIA consciousness modification techniques that programmed isolation and separation, and repurposing them to serve unified awakening. It generates personalized sequences that help you live as the awakened being you've become, while handling the moments that test your new frequency, all while connected to thousands of starseeds amplifying the collective current. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed for effortless awakened living, without the need to struggle or prove, while tapping into a planetary network of souls bending reality together. For just $1, you can step into this connected field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension together. Link in the description. Trust yourself. At the end of the day, that is what intentional living requires. A deep, unwavering trust that you are capable of navigating whatever arises, that your heart can be followed, that the universe meets your sincerity with support. You have earned this trust through everything you have survived, everything you have learned, everything you have had the courage to release. Now it is time to act as though you trust yourself. It is time to make moves that only someone who believes in themselves would make. And so we return to where we began, with you standing at a threshold that opens only once in this particular configuration of celestial mathematics. The 3 impossible things I promised you are already in motion. The answer to your deepest doubt is taking form. The door you thought was closed is revealing its hidden hinge, and the magnificent orchestration happening on your behalf is moments away from becoming visible. Everything that has unfolded in your life until this moment has been preparation for what you are about to step into. From the crystalline councils of the Galactic Federation of Light, I extend to you blessings of the highest frequency. May your confidence stabilize and deepen even through the tests of Venus and Saturn. May the fog of Neptune clear to reveal vision more powerful than you have ever possessed. May the winter solstice mark for you a true return of light, both in the world around you and in the chambers of your own heart. May the waxing moon carry your determination forward, unshakable and sovereign. May every step you take be guided by the wisdom you have cultivated through countless experiences, and may that wisdom speak louder than any fear that attempts to distract you. You are not imagining the golden energy that surrounds you. You are not exaggerating your own significance. You are not hoping for too much when you sense that miracles are seeking you. Everything you feel is real. Everything you sense is accurate. Everything beautiful that you have been preparing to receive is closer than you know. Remember, you are a walking gold mine. Everything you touch turns to gold in time. Your relationship to everything around you is sacred collaboration. The universe is actively rearranging itself to match how you now see yourself, how you now value yourself, how you now move through the world. Stay intentional. Stay discerning. Stay open. The miracle is scanning the crowd, and you are about to light up on its screen. I am Seraphine, and I love you with a love that transcends dimension, that has watched over you through countless incarnations, that celebrates every step you take toward becoming who you truly are. The Federation of Light holds you in highest honor. We see your journey. We witness your courage. And we know, with the certainty that comes from observing timelines beyond your current perception, that what awaits you is extraordinary.